lot of talk this week about the Harbaugh brothers. Do you think deep down how much do you think this meant to John, this victory?
It means a lot, I feel like, for me being a big brother, it's like I can't lose to my little brother, and that's what I believe going into that game. He was thinking a lot, and then Jim on the other side, I believe he was like, I got to beat my big brother, but we came out victorious, so I feel like that's a good thing.
Lamar, the 40-yard touchdown pass to Bateman at the end of the half, what did you see there? Because he looked like he was completely covered. What did you see that was going to be a touchdown there?
Just giving him opportunity. I believe my receivers are great. They got great hands. The first one in the back of the end zone, I told him, I'm like, bro, I expect you to catch that. He was like, I got you, But he made up for it, and he made a terrific catch. I trust all my receivers.
Fourth down play earlier in the
Which
drive.
one?
The fourth down at your own 16.
Okay, yeah.
How big was that play, but also what was the discussion going into it, especially with the 2-minute warning?
It was huge. We started off slow first quarter. We started off very slow. We got to get back in the groove and starting our games off the correct way, and then just as the game going on, just getting stronger and stronger and finishing how we supposed to. The beginning of the season, we were doing a great job at that, and then as the season went on, going on, some way, somehow, we just been I was about to curse. We've been horrible starting the game, but as the game been going on, we've been getting better. But we got to find a way to balance that out, be good from the beginning of the game to the end. But we came out victorious, and on that conversion, it was just a great conversion.
We've seen you many times tell John you want to go for it.
Yeah.
Did you say anything as you walked off the field? Because it looked like you walked off, went straight to the bench. And were you surprised when ultimately they sent the offense back on the field?
Yeah, I thought we was gonna punt the ball, but he was like he want to go for it. It was like 4th and inches, I believe, something like that. He was like, it was very short. We can convert it. I was like, let's just do it. I got all the faith in my team.
Lamar, I'm sorry. Lamar, you led your team in rushing each year that you've been the Ravens quarterback until this year. Can you just speak mentally what it means to have a horse like Derrick Henry, man, that you could just seriously turn tonight, another $140 something on the ground, but that takes a lot off you. Do you feel fresher this year because you haven't had to run as much? Yeah. Do you feel like you're more primed to make a deeper run this year than you have in the past few years?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man, he's just a great all-around back, man. I can't like give him credit enough for how locked in he is, and how dynamic he is. I always say this, King Henry, the name just fits him well, very well. And not just him, but the offensive line too, just giving him lanes to just do him, Justice Hill keeping him fresh, just an all-around team effort. And, man, him just being who he is just contributes a lot to our team.
After those first 2 drives that didn't really go very far, how much did Derrick's runs, especially on that 3rd drive, kind of get the offense clicking into gear?
Yes. I mean, you just said it, that them runs what he had. Offensive line giving him lanes, like I said, and him just being Derrick Henry, getting the offense to groove that we needed because all of us was out of sync, I felt like some of my passes was off, I was teed off, about those. I wanted some of those passes back. But Derrick Henry, we got a great running back, great offensive line. He helped us get the groove, and we just kept keeping our foot on the gas.
Rashad's catch and, also Mark making that grab on the jump ball and Justice ripping off the 51-yard run. How much do those guys how much is your ability to reach your ceiling affected by those guys doing those kinds of plays?
I mean, those guys are doing their job. They're supposed to do that. If I throw them a ball, I believe I expect them to catch it, and I believe they expect they're going to catch the ball, as well. And Justice Hill, he just, bounced the ball outside and just went for what he know. And then it was great blocks by the receivers that led that way in the offensive line. But like I said, I believe those guys should catch the ball regardless. If you touch them hands, catch the ball.
Lamar, this time of the year, you guys are gearing up for a deep season run. Tonight, how big was that on your minds of where we saw what happened in Cleveland with Pittsburgh? You guys lost to them last week. But coming in tonight, 3 for 3 on 4th down. They talked about the 4th down coach going for it. How much of that you think really played into, okay, we want to keep track with them. We're not trying to worry about the wild card. We want to get the AFC North and get a home playoff game.
Yeah, man, we're trying to win regardless. Every game is a playoff game for us. It's been that way, but we took that loss. I felt like everyone just died then. Like, yeah, man, it can go either way for us. If we started off, winning games in consecutive weeks back to back, We lost to Cleveland, came back, win a couple, then we lose to Steelers. It's like we just got to keep our foot on the gas. We can't come up for air. We got to stay down and just stay locked in.
Lamar, 3 and 4th down conversions in this game. How does it feel when your coach has that amount of confidence that, 4th down, you guys will?
Oh, this is great. Gives us a boost. But I feel like over the years, Coach, that trust came in 2019. Back in Seattle. It's just how the game's going, the momentum going. If it's not going right, I believe Coach would be like, nah, here, just, point the ball, just let us get our groove. But right there, I believe he just had faith, like, we're not really getting stopped. It's just small little things we just need to clean up.
There was so much made about, Harbaugh versus Harbaugh. What was it like for you going against, obviously you're not playing against them specifically, but JK, Gus, Giro on the other side.
Yeah.
What was that like? And then what did you say to those guys after?
Yeah, it's just different. Being on the opposite side of, what I've seen a lot of all these years, up until last year, basically. And then my guys, I was just with them last year, them just being on the opposite side of the ball. I'm like, just don't do what y'all was doing over here, just take it easy, But shout out to my guys, man. They're still my guys. Bozeman, too. Got Bozeman over there. Yeah.